weather.
Mostly clear conditions out this morning with signs of the patchy fog that we have in some of our rural areas across the region. But those clear skies are really releasing a lot of heat heading into the early morning hours, which means temperatures reaching some of the coldest levels that we've really seen so far this fall. 15 degrees in Jackson, and it feels like 10 outside, even with just that slight breeze at 3 miles an hour. Getting most of those breezes still out of the north, which is helping to cool things down even more. Viper radar shows we're clear across the region. None of the fog is really producing any wet weather outside at all in terms of rain or snow. So we'll continue to stay with this picture all the way heading into this afternoon. And that's all thanks to the high pressure system, which really has gained a grip over our region here in eastern Idaho and western Wyoming. We do have a cold front, yes, right out to our west, out in Washington and Oregon, but this is going to look to slide all the way farther north into Canada, as we do have a high pressure system also in the Pacific Ocean, which is going to slide into our region, replace this high as it starts to move eastward, and it's really just going to protect us for the next couple days as we deal with wet weather out to our west for Oregon and Washington. It's going to continue to stay there over the next few days. We'll show that here in the Vipercast. There you see most of the wet weather, again, staying just farther out to the west side. Cold front does technically come through our region, but it's going to be a very weak system rolling through during the day tomorrow. We're only going to get basically cloud cover from it, really, at best. Mostly cloudy skies expected, mostly cloudy to partly cloudy skies expected for tomorrow throughout the day. But since this high pressure system is going to continue to roll out over our region, we're going to stay dry into Saturday, also into Sunday too, and at least into Monday morning. Monday morning is when we'll start to see some signs of the high kind of just slowly losing itself, so to speak, of where the low pressure center and finally some rain showers and a cold front will look to possibly come through the region. Notice that this is Halloween morning too, but the low looks to move just slowly enough to hold up the brakes for us to enjoy Halloween night before Tuesday heading into November could bring us some chances for some good rain showers and snow showers then. So for spooky season, for trick-or-treating, it should be a nice night out before we start to get rain, snow chances again in on Tuesday, the day after Halloween. Highs are reaching the mid-50s even for the region with sunshine during the day before we cool down to maybe the mid to upper 40s by the time we get to around trick-or-treating. For highs around the region today, we'll increase the highs about 5 degrees from what we saw yesterday. 49 in Preston, it's 50 today in McCammon, 46 in Afton, 45 in Jackson, 47 in Rexburg. It'll be 38 in Yellowstone this afternoon, 51 in Salmon, 42 in Arco, 45 over in Sun Valley and Ketchum. And lastly, for the Snake River Plain, we'll get those highs into the upper 40s today, and we might even reach above 50 today in Pocatello and Burley. In the 8-day forecast in Blackfoot, highs around 50 degrees for the next 3 days, including today. We might even jump up to the mid-50s for Halloween with mostly sunny conditions. In Rexburg, highs around 50 degrees for the next 3 days. We'll reach into the upper 40s throughout the day today with partly cloudy conditions. Then we'll stick in with good rain and snow chances in for next week, but that's after Halloween. In Salmon, 51 degrees up to highs in the mid-50s for Saturday and Sunday. We're going to reach a high of 58 even on Halloween for Monday with a 10% chance of a rain shower late in the evening before we get good rain chances in starting on Tuesday of next week. In Jackson, highs in the upper 40s the next 3 days. Notice the lows at least increasing over the next couple days, along with the temperatures going up to 50 degrees for Monday. And then we'll toss it over to Pocatello, 53 degrees for today, up to highs almost towards 60 for Halloween with mostly sunny conditions. Lastly, Idaho Falls, highs around 50 degrees the next 3 days. We'll keep things dry for the next 4 days, including Halloween. And then once Halloween happens, rain and snow is right back into the picture. Now we'll toss the ball over to Eric with a look at sports.